Hello yogis, welcome to Yoga with Jo. Stand at the top of your mat with the feet hip distance apart. Close the eyes and breathe deeply. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, stretching high. Clasp the fingers together and turn the palms to the sky. Lean back. Then stretch over to the right. Back to center and stretch up and over to the left. Back to center, and then start to circle the arms and the hips, breathing deeply, sending the arms and hips as far out as you can, working out stiffness in the spine, shoulders and hips. Lower the arms and roll the shoulders. Stretch the arms forwards and then lift and lower. Inhale to come forwards, lean back and float them down. Big, generous circles with the arms. Then bend the knees, sweep the arms across the floor, lift and melt backwards. Inhaling as you sweep them across the floor and lift. Exhaling as you lean back and melt them down. Roll the shoulders, place the hands on the hips and fold at the waist. Bend the knees. And bring the hands down to the floor. Take a deep inhale, stretching out the spine here. Then take the left hand to the right ankle, float the right arm up, and either leave it up or curl it around the back of the body, taking hold of the left thigh. Breathe deeply, twisting and nourishing the spine and the shoulders. Float that right arm down and take it to the left ankle, changing sides. Float the left arm up and either leave it there or hug it behind the body and take hold of the right thigh. Relax the jaw muscles. Keep the face soft and free of tension. Float that left arm down and then give yourself a hug, taking your hands to the opposite shoulders and swing from side to side. Let the upper body be heavy and relaxed. Release the arms, take them to the mat and step back into downward facing dog. Bend one knee, then the other, breathing deeply and stretching out the spine. You can keep bending the knees or you can come into a still down dog, spreading the fingers wide, planting the palms down to the earth. Float the right leg up, bend the knee, bringing the foot towards the bum, and then open the hips out, breathing deeply. Only come as far as feels comfortable. Float that right leg back down to the mat gently. Take a deep inhale and float the left leg up. Bend the knee, bringing the foot towards the bum, and then open out the hips. Feel that lovely stretch down the left side of the body, and keep the breath deep and even always. Float that left leg back down. Look up and step the feet between the hands. Half lift and then fold deep. Bend the knees if that feels good. Clasp opposite elbows with hands and swing the upper body, letting it be heavy, relaxed and loose. Release the arms and very slowly, with bent knees, roll up through the spine. Let the head be heavy, and then roll the shoulders at the top. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look to the thumbs. Exhale, float the arms down. Drop the chin to the chest and slowly roll down through the spine, ironing out tension and stiffness. Bend the knees to bring the hands to the floor. Take each elbow and swing once again. Let everything be heavy and relaxed. Release the hands and roll up through that spine, one vertebra at a time, lifting the head last. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take a deep inhale, then clasp the hands behind you and send them down towards the earth as you drop the chin to the chest. Bend the knees slightly and tuck the pelvis under. Notice how this increases the stretch in the top of the spine. Then start to lift the hands, sending them away from the body. Breathe deeply. Keep the shoulders relaxed and lift the head up to the sky. Release the hands and then clasp them behind your head with your elbows wide. Tuck the pelvis under and melt the head back, opening the rib cage and the front of the chest. Then drop the chin to the chest and bring the elbows forward, using the weight of the arms and the head to stretch out the neck, relieving tension and stiffness. Release the arms, float them down, and then take the right hand to the left ear, melting the head over the right shoulder, and wiggle the fingers on your left hand. Notice how this increases the stretch in the neck. Change sides, bringing the left hand to the right ear and stretching out the right hand side of the neck. Wiggle those right hand fingers to increase the stretch. Float the left arm down and take a deep inhale. Melt the shoulders down. Relax the face and jaw, and then step the feet wide and bring the arms to shoulder height. Ankles should be roughly underneath your wrists. Float that left arm up on an inhale, and as you exhale, melt the body over to the right, stretching out the left hand side of the body. Inhale to center and exhale to change sides. Come back to center, bring the hands to the hips, inhale to grow tall, and as you exhale, fold the upper body forward. Keep the spine lovely and long, and take the hands either to the top of the shins or the ankles, or onto the mat, wherever feels good for you today. Bring the hands onto the mat and slowly walk the feet in until they are just wider than hip distance apart. Bend the knees and coming into a squat position with the hands at the heart center in prayer. Use the elbows to push against the knees. Melt the shoulders down, close the eyes and breathe deeply. Release the hands and take them behind you, coming down onto your bum and bringing the soles of your feet together. Clasp the fingers and take hold of the feet just under the toes. Melt the shoulders down and inhale to grow tall in the spine. Then exhale to gently lean forward, stretching out the inner groin and the inner thighs. With every inhale, grow taller, and with every exhale, gently guide the body further forward, using the elbows to stretch out the knees if that feels good. Float the body back to center. Bring the knees together and give yourselves a hug, wrapping the arms around the knees. Then gently send the rib cage back as you place your forehead on your knees and breathe deeply. Cross the legs. And then take your left hand to the outside of your right knee and turn over that right shoulder, taking your right hand behind you, twisting, nourishing the internal organs and increasing mobility and flexibility in the spine, the shoulders and the neck. You can turn your head to look over your left shoulder to really increase that twisting mechanism throughout the body. Close the eyes and breathe deeply. Coming back to center and change sides. Take the right hand to the outside of the left knee and take the left arm behind you onto the mat. Turn that head to look over the right shoulder. Then close the eyes and relax into this nourishing, deep upper body twist. Come back to center. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. Then hug the knees in towards the body and open the legs wide, wherever feels good for you. Inhale, reaching the arms up, grow tall in the spine and lengthen through the rib cage. Then keep that length as you bring the hands down and walk them forwards until you feel a lovely stretch in the legs. Close the eyes and use your inhales to lengthen and elongate, and your exhales to gently melt a little bit further forwards. Breathing deeply. The deeper you breathe, the greater the stretch will be, sending freshly oxygenated blood to all those vital muscle groups that we're stretching and working. Inhale as you gently walk the hands back towards the body. Then turn the upper body to face the right leg. Float the left arm up and then fold forwards, taking that left hand either to the shin or the ankle or the foot, wherever feels good. Stretching and twisting as you keep that lovely deep, even breath. Relaxing the jaw and the face, closing the eyes whenever you like. Inhale, float that left arm up and melt it down. Then raise the right arm and turn the body over to face that left leg. Fold forwards, taking the left hand to the shin or the ankle. Inhale, float that right arm up and then roll the shoulders back and down and take the hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards the bum. Gently melt the upper body back, bending the elbows and sending the rib cage forwards and up. Tilt the head back and then open and close the mouth, stretching out tension in the throat, the jaw and the neck. Come back to center, hug the knees in towards the chest. Cross the legs and come onto all fours. Float the hips back onto the heels and then guide the body forwards along your mat and then lift it, circling the hips and the rib cage forwards and then back. Inhaling to come forwards, exhaling to lift, dome the spine and float the hips back. Come back onto all fours and then bend the elbows and start to circle the rib cage. Outwards this time to the sides, then bringing it up and melting it down to the earth. Then we'll take a couple of cat-cows, dropping the belly down as we look up, then doming the spine as we look through the upper arms. Inhale to drop the belly and look up, and then tuck the toes under, walk the hands back towards the body and come to a kneeling position, stretching out the toes and the feet. Drop the chin to the chest and take a couple of deep, nourishing breaths. Gently float the head up. Walk the hands forwards, coming onto all fours, and then step the right foot forward to the outside of the hands, coming into a runner's lunge. Leave the hands where they are, or float that right arm up, twisting the upper body as we lunge. Floating the arm down if it's up, and then bring that left knee down to the mat. Take the right knee to meet it and circle the hips a couple of times. Then bring the left foot up to the outside of the feet. Come up onto those right toes, coming into our runner's lunge on the other side. You can leave the hands where they are, or you can float that left arm up, looking straight ahead or looking up to the thumb. Keep breathing deeply, relaxing that jaw and face. Float the left arm down. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring both knees down to the mat, coming onto all fours, and then sit back and stretch the legs out in front of you. Inhale to grow tall and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward over the legs, taking the hands to the shins or the ankles, or wrapping them round the feet. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold deep. The deeper you breathe, the greater the stretch. And keep the feet flexed back towards the body for a greater stretch. Inhale as you float the body back to center, and then come to lying on your back. Hug the knees in towards the chest and rock from side to side. Then cross the right leg over the left leg and allow the legs to fall over to the left hand side. Take the arms to shoulder height. Look over your right shoulder. Close the eyes and breathe deeply. You can take the left hand to the outside of the right knee to increase the twist and stretch if that feels good. Uncross the legs, bring them back to center and change sides, crossing the left leg over the right leg and allowing the legs to fall over to the right hand side, turning the head over that left shoulder. Try to really relax into this twist. The more relaxed you are, the deeper you breathe, the deeper the twist, and the more nourishing for all those internal organs. Unravel the legs, bring them back to center, hug them in towards the body, and then turn the soles of the feet up towards the sky and take hold of the outside of the feet, drawing the knees down towards the earth in our happy baby stretch. Gently applying pressure with the hands to increase the stretch as you keep that lovely even breath. Then lower the legs down onto the mat and relax into your Shavasana resting pose. Well done, everyone. Allow the breathing to return to normal and ask any tension or stiffness to melt away from the face and the jaw. Let the shoulders be heavy and soft and relax. Start to breathe a little deeper now and stretch the arms up above the head, clasping the fingers together and pointing the toes. Roll onto one side using your arm as a pillow for your head Gently guide the body to sitting, keeping the eyes closed and the head heavy. Rub those palms together to create lovely warmth, and then place them over your closed eyes and flutter the eyelids open, lowering the palms. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Look after yourselves, and I will see you soon.